Hi, this is Rebecca with Maid Central. It's Friday, January 10th, and I am about to highlight the features that came out in last night's build. All right, so new to Maid Central, we can now see the QuickBooks customer summary from the information tab. We can also use that information to now actually pay the invoice from the system and the customer portal. So I'm going to demonstrate both these things. I've generated invoices for jobs for these two clients. This is all test data. And so let's go. So here I am on the overview tab. And first up, I'm going to view as customer. That will take me to the customer portal. And I'm going to demonstrate what that process will look like for a customer now so that they can pay their invoice. So I'm over here in the customer portal. And I have a new invoice section that demonstrates that I have a balance due. And so what they would want to do is view their invoice. This is going to give me the opportunity to do a couple things. First, I need to add a credit card because there's no credit card associated with this account, so they can do that as well. If there was a credit card associated, I'll see that in here in a second with a drop-down option. So I've added a credit card and it's updated into the system. I'm going to go back to my View Invoice button. And I now have a Pay Invoice option. I'm going to click here. You can see I've got an existing card on file and I can pay now. Transaction has processed. I can view that I have a zero balance, and I can also download a PDF copy. This will be the invoice from QuickBooks. Next up, I'll demonstrate the same thing for us internally. So I'm going to go over to this account. You can see I have an outstanding balance. So from internally, from the Overview tab, I'm going to click View Invoice. And I'm going to go through the same process as an internal user of the system. I can add a credit card, which I need to do because there's not one on file. All right, it's added the credit card. So now I have new options to charge the card. Okay, sorry about that. As you can see, I ran into some technical difficulties in the test environment with my fake credit card numbers, but go try it in your real world in your Maid Central software, and you will be able to accomplish that task from this screen now. All right, moving on to the next topic. There was updates made to the availability calendar. So when it comes to making sales for multiple service set types, we can now see that information on our availability calendar. So currently I just have one service set type active. I'm going to go ahead into activate a new service set type. So I would go to my company, quote settings, and I've got my house cleaning active. I'm going to go ahead and activate commercial cleaning as well. I'm going to click on my commercial cleaning tag and select availability. I need to include it in MSQ, and what this means is that the revenue for this service type will be calculated in the availability calendar. So I'm going to add in some dollar amounts here. Once you complete your revenue goals, you're going to save goals. All right, that's completed. Now I'm going to head back to my availability calendar, and this is what I'll see now. A breakdown of the two different service set types, which gives me my commercial budgets and my house cleaning budgets. Next up, scheduling an employee that can work overnight. To do this, I'm going to go to my employees, go to my employee schedule. I'm going to select the employee that I want to change them to an overnight schedule. See here now I have a start date and an end date. So I'm going to have them start tonight, this evening at 6 p.m. and they get off work tomorrow at, we'll say 6 a.m. Go ahead and save. And now you can see if you go to show full day, You can see that I don't start my day till 6 p.m. and I'm working until tomorrow at 6 a.m. The last feature I'll cover today is the simplification of the workflow to closing payroll and jobs. When you go to Company, All Reports, you'll notice that there is only one payroll summary report now. So you've got your payroll summary real time. And we also removed the closing job step, as that will happen as you close payroll. All right, when you get to time when it's time to do payroll, you go to Company, and we're going to go to our payroll summary report. Select your date range for which you wish to do payroll for. So I'm going to go back a week and update. And you can see I've got this warning now. There are pending jobs without timesheets. You cannot close payroll until all pending jobs have timesheets or pending jobs have been deleted. Click here to see pending jobs without timesheets. So at this point, I would determine if I needed to add timesheets or cancel jobs, if anything appeared here. Once that was completed, this warning across the top would go away. Now that I've cleared up any pending jobs that were stopping me from being able to complete payroll, you see that the notification is gone and I can now close my payroll. A warning is going to appear and that reads the following. The following data will be locked for the selected date range, jobs, job clocks, day clocks, and breaks. This will also make this pay period visible for technicians within their dashboard. So since I'm sure I want to do this, I'm going to go ahead and confirm. And I've closed payroll successfully. You can see that it's transaction there. And if I logged in as this technician, I'd be able to see that information. You can also head over to your all reports under invoicing and payroll, and you can see that I've closed another payroll history summary right here. And that's all the feature updates that we have for the week. Thank you. Have a great weekend.